So go ahead and pick up your microphone. What's up, guys?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Yep.
Hanging out in Jinx.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Jinx, Oklahoma, 74037.
Natalie Cash.
Ashley.
And Brian
Brian.
Smith. Thanks for letting us hang out at your house.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. No, this is actually a really, really, really nice home. I wouldn't expect anything less.
What'd you expect?
I didn't.
A teepee?
No, I wouldn't actually expect anything less. I think it's amazing what you've done. Brian Smith has done a lot of things. We turn up the clapping. Hanging out with my best friend of 13 years. This is the first time.
13 years?
13
Since
years?
I was 13 years old.
It's like, it's been longer, I think.
Yeah, since I was 13 years old. It's been a long time.
I've stuck with you through a lot.
You have. Thank you.
And vice versa, huh?
Yeah. Ashley and I were talking about last night. Well, I was saying why I wanted you guys to be on the podcast.
Why'd you say that?
Because we both are coming to like a midlife reckoning.
Amen.
Like where we just like are finding peace. Although life is really chaotic, super chaotic, but we're finding peace in the middle of the...
In the midst of it.
Yes. Yeah. We don't want to call it a midlife crisis because we're just realizing, oh my gosh.
It's a midlife reckoning.
Yes. We don't want
Reckoning.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to call it a crisis. How do you feel, Brian Smith?
I think what you said's pretty good. You find kind of a peaceful place in the chaos, right? For me, though, that's kind of a spiritual thing, to be honest with you.
100%.
I'm far from perfect, but you almost have to be there. You almost have to rely on what you've learned, what you've been taught. For me, if you don't, you just find if you have the anxiety through the chaos, it just makes everything worse. Your health is worse. Your mind space is crazy. You can't accomplish anything. But I think if you're going through what you're going through and you can find some like solace in the fact that, not to get too spiritual, right? But that God has a plan for you, right? Everyone says that all the time. But my friend Coach JC says something all the time that I just like write down when he says it. And he'll send it to me in audio text. He says this: it all had to happen. He always says it to you. He always will tell you that. When you start whining and complaining and talking about stuff, he'll look at you and say, it all had to happen. Because without it, you don't really progress. It means like so many different things, but it all had to happen.
Right.
And once you make peace with, okay, it all had to happen, which means you don't have control over all of it, nor do you have control over what comes after it. Then he'll tell you this. Once he tells you it all had to happen, then he says, and then remember, he works all things together for good. And it's just like,
peace,
I don't know, it's a
comfort.
peaceful, because you either going to choose to believe that and take a shot, or you're just going to stay in the quicksand.
And beat yourself up over past mistakes or failures or whatever.
Or things you had no control over.
Right.
You know?
But those were
so I
just
love it.
stepping stones to get you where you are today.
Hey, did you know that Ashley had lunch with me and the kids on Sunday?
Tell them how many kids you have, Brian.
40. Like, there's so many. Well, it's not physically 40, right? But you guys know, I mean, you guys both have kids. How many do your kids count for? I mean, you have two
79.
physical, you have human bodies. Yeah.
I do.
You don't count them by what you see. You count them by like the physical presence they bring to your life. So like, for instance, Maverick's usually about 2.5 people. He's pretty good. Sophia's in the 5 range. Legend, he's getting better. As they get older, they kind of go backwards. So he's close to 1, and then Aiden's 1. So I mean, I have like, and then there's Legacy.
Yeah.
He counts for a couple. So I probably like 9.
There was
9
this
or so.
meme or something on Facebook, and it was like, 1 kid is 1. That's me, 1 kid, 1 and done. Then it says 2 kids is 5 kids. And then it was 3 kids is 2,750 kids.
I would say I have 4. I have a 7 and 8-year-old boy. And I feel like boys at those age are a little bit harder than girls at that age.
It can be. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I'll tell you this.
What?
Boys need structure. If you put boys...
Teach me, man.
If you put boys inside of a structured environment to where... Because your boys are built inherently as hunters, providers, and like they're seeking out ways to impress you. You don't see it yet, but men are built on like that kind of performance. Now, we don't want them, their identity doesn't need to be performance, right? We don't want them to get older and think, oh, I'm not doing very well. My mom doesn't care about me.
Yeah.
But they are hunters. God created them. It's in their DNA to hunt. And it's barbaric, but it's true. We hunt, whether it's girls, jobs, production, fights, we hunt. It's kind of a thing. Two boys are funny because they're competing, but they don't know it. A boy and a girl are different because they're poking at each other. They're just provoking each other. I was laughing. Ashley showed up at my church on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was weird.
How'd she do? Did she
She
behave
did great.
in church?
She did great. I mean,
Because
fun.
I remember Ashley back in the day when I went to church with her. And
have
she
you guys
would play
ever
games.
done the hymnal thing?
Like
Where you read the hymnal and it says under the sheets? Marcy used to do that. We'll sit
What
there
does
and it'd
that
be like,
mean?
you've never heard that?
No.
You pull the hymnal. Well, Marcy used to do it if she listens to this.
Marcy was the pastor's daughter.
She pull out the
Preacher's
hymnal
kid.
and it
Preacher's
would
kid.
say like the song like, I don't know, Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
And then you add under
Between
the
the
sheets.
sheets.
Or between the sheets.
Okay, that was Assembly of God. I was Free Will Baptist, guys. Single life with 5 kids. Do you have them all ever at once?
Yes. I kind
What's
of.
your schedule like? Tell us about it.
Well, thank God for Katie. But
Stepmom.
Stepmom, yeah, the stepmom, which Maverick. I mean, clearly she's not a stepmom, but it's crazy. We get up on kid weeks. It's weird. I don't know if you had this situation, Ashley. Kid week and non-kid week.
Yeah.
You're maybe doing a little bit more fun stuff. For me, binging Madam Secretary like a mofo right now, which I do that on all weeks, by the way, because I just love that lady. I love her, by the way, Leah Tomei. It's a great show. Have you guys seen the show?
No,
I might
haven't.
need to watch it.
Start it now. Start
Okay.
it. Kid week is silly because on non-kid week, you set your alarm for early. But if you don't get up, in my world, everybody else waits. I'm sorry to say it, but they do. If I don't get up, they're just going to wait. The texts start coming. Hey, are you here yet? Going to be there soon. Okay, we'll see you soon. 6:15, I can't. I got to get up. Whereas on a non-kid week, 6:15 is like, meh, it's going to be like maybe 6, 9. But yeah, and then it just goes
Do you feel
all
like
day.
you get more done though?
Well, you have to because you're forced to. You've got to get everything done. Kids have to be on school on time because if they're not at school on time, then you have your teacher meeting like Anna and I had the other day, and she'll be fine with saying this. I'll even tell her to listen to it. So the teachers, we start talking, and then they say something like they said about Legend the other day. Well, he's not doing good in algebra and Spanish, but goes block A. They do block A and B, and he's been late like 7 times on block A. So I know what Anna's thinking. She's looking at her calendar to see if those are her days or mine. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, why is he getting him there late? And I'm doing the same. I'm like, it's Anna because he's not been late on my days. So then I'm like, Anna, what was going on? Why are you getting him to school late? So we call it the scoreboard in divorce world. I don't know what you called it, Ashley, back in the day.
I didn't call it at all.
It's the scoreboard. I feel like I co-parent with multiple people these days.
I have one.
Because I do.
I have one. And it's so hard. Not because the person is bad, but it's just hard.
But here's the deal. I'll say this. I think that the kids have great moms. They really do. I mean, moms are special people.
Yes.
Because
Absolutely.
there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot going on there. And I truly believe with all my heart that my kids' moms love the kids. And it's tough, especially with a guy like me.
Right.
I mean, I'm a performer. I like to get it done. I hate imperfection. I don't understand it, by the way. Like, if you can't just get it done.
Started to chill out on some of that.
Getting
Just
it done
with
with
the
kids.
perfectionism and having it perfect.
Hey, don't look at my computer. We're going to play a game.
But I'm over here being an empty nester.
I
What
know.
chaos are you talking about?
So that's the crazy thing. We're all the same age. I'm 46. You're
46.
46. You're
I'm a lot
45.
younger than you guys at 45.
So you graduated 1998, 97 in Ashes.
96.
Yes. Name the number 1 hit from 1997.
Wait. Number 1 hit, it was an Ice Ice Baby?
Whoop, there it is.
That was
That
like
could have been
7th
it.
grade.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, so was it? It definitely wasn't where the kid, they switched clothes back and forth. That one got pretty popular around 8th or 9th grade.
7th grade for me. Crisscross will make
Crisscross will
you
make you jump. Was it too legit to quit?
Nope.
New Kids on the Block.
Oh, that's a good one.
You guys are off. Way off. Here it is.
Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
That didn't age very well.
Hey, know what? I've met
He
him.
did. When
I
he
met
first
him on the
started.
red carpet in Las Vegas.
Did
And
you
I
go
was
to
like, what
his
is
parties?
the number one? What's the number one key to success? And he was like, God. And he was with Nelly and
Well, that's when they did that.
Murphy Lee. Yes, Murphy Lee. Yes.
We do it for fun.
Nelly, Diddy, Murphy Lee. They were all there. They were there. And so was Paris Hilton. Like all of them.
You want to know where I met Nelly?
What?
You want to know where I met him? At an Outback in
You met
St. Louis.
Nelly?
Yeah, and Murphy Lee.
You met Alfre Wood for whatever her name is the other day?
Yes.
He did in Tulsa. I interviewed her on the red carpet.
But I can't take credit for that.
Why?
You know, I saw, okay, so Kellen and I were at Red Rock with his wife, Tara,
Okay.
whatever night it was.
Yeah.
It would have been the night before that.
Yeah.
Is that Saturday?
Yeah. Saturday.
Saturday night. So I meet Alfre. Is that how you say it?
Alfie? I don't know.
Alfre.
Yeah.
She was born here. She was the mother, a voice in Lion King. She's in everything. She's in The Family That Prays. She's in a lot. She's in Annabelle. That one's kind of weird. I've never seen. That's a horror movie. We're at Red Rock on Saturday night celebrating Kellen Cowan's birthday. You guys know
Okay.
Kellen, right? Perfect beard. And so
Well conditioned.
we're standing there, him and Tara, and we're having some talks. And we see the lady, and I think she looks like someone I know in my industry. And I just know it's her because I've seen pictures of her. And I was like, no, that's so-and-so. And he goes, no, I've seen this lady a lot, but I think she's like on TV or something.
Yeah.
Sure enough, we ask her if she's my lady. Like, are you the lady that I think you are? And she goes, no, I am an actress. And we were like, what are you doing here? She's Alfred. She's that lady.
Yes. You
And-
saw her? You met her? Yes. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That's amazing, though. That is amazing. That's so cool. She's huge.
She's awesome.
Like you would not know her by name. You wouldn't know her by name.
She was so humble, but she was so appreciative
Yeah.
of the attention that we were giving her. She wasn't weird about it. We sat and talked for a while, had a drink. She's coming over here.
To your house?
She said she was going to come cook a home cooked meal. I said, hey, we haven't really been cooking around here.
Can I come over here?
I was like, accept. Come over. I want her to
yes.
cook. And that was one of the most refreshing conversations I've had in a while because she's super cool.
fantastic.
She's super cool, super famous, but she treated us like we were just buddies. I hope she hears this. I'm going to send her the link.
You should.
I like Tyler Perry movies. Do you?
What is one of them?
The Family That Prays.
Haven't seen it.
All Tyler Perry movies are pretty good. They have like a meaning. You know what I mean? Like there's something to them. It's not just a movie. Tyler Perry's really good at not wasting entertainment. Everything means something. Have you seen any Tyler Perry movies, Natalie?
I'm sure I have.
That's a weird non-committal answer, but
What name one you've seen?
Medea.
Medea.
Good
Have
job,
you seen Medea
Matt.
movies?
Yeah.
Those are Tyler
That's
Perry
Okay.
movies.
Not last night.
But his movies are those are super comedy, right? They're hilarious. I mean, he's one of the best comedians ever. But his serious movies are like they connect with you. The Family That Prays is one. There's a series that he has. I'm looking up the exact name, but they're called like the Why I Got Married. Why Did I Get Married? There's like a couple of those. It's really
Huh. I
good.
haven't
Meet the
seen those.
Browns is good. Like Good Deeds are good. All the Medea movies are really good, but most of his movies have this like inherent life lesson. I think they're cool. So
Yeah.
he makes a movie about how you treat a janitor. So the premise is like he's this like really wealthy man and there's a janitor and it's about like how you treat people. They're simple concepts, but the way Tyler Perry gets it done is unbelievable. So
Speaking of movies, what do you think the number one movie from 1996 was?
Terminator.
Titanic.
That was, I think, 1997.
Pearl
Keep going.
Harbor. I loved both of those movies.
No, but I like that answer.
Which one? Pearl
Independence
Harbor?
Day.
Independence Day is on the list. Number 4.
Really?
That was number 1, Harriet the Spy. Number 2 was Cage. Number 3, Sleepers, Independence Day.
Question. Your jeans. Do you wear skinny jeans?
You're talking about how dressing's stressful at this age.
It super is because
It really
Because
is.
she was saying yesterday, oh my gosh, did you know skinny jeans are out? And then she looks at my pants and I'm wearing some skinny jeans.
so
Look at the pants I'm wearing tonight. Mine are not. Yours are not. Are yours? No, yours are straight leg.
Like no, they're not even straight leg.
I
They're,
feel that
they're baggy.
I feel like if anyone in the room knows fashion, it's Brian more than
so
any of us.
Have you guys seen the closet?
No.
There's a lot of things in there.
I want to see the closet.
So
I do want to see the closet.
yesterday, Sophia goes, I haven't seen you wear wide leg jeans yet because she knows that wide leg jeans are back. And these kids act like it's like the first wave. I was like, listen here. I told Legend this 6 months ago. I had Jinkos. I had all of them. I actually just bought 2 or 3 pairs of True Religion bootcut jeans because I'm bringing them back. I've got the boots. I've got other kinds of boots. But yesterday, I wore a pair of skinny jeans. I was wearing skinny yesterday.
I'm still wearing them too.
I'm going to wear them when I want to.
I was essentially wearing the pants you were wearing yesterday.
We were saying how just by the time we got used to the skinny jeans, it switches to wide leg. So,
do you guys think that?
But do you guys care?
Not really.
Well, do you know what matters? Are they stretchy or are they not stretchy?
Oh, I don't buy anything without lots of stretch.
I wear whatever size I want stretchy.
Yes.
Stretchy jeans, I wear 33. Normal jeans, I don't. So I'm only buying stretchy jeans. I don't even care how they're cut.
But on these wide legs, I mean, look at all this fabric. I just get tangled up in it.
Would you much rather have skinny or?
I feel more comfortable in a skinny jean.
You do?
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
A few years ago, I wouldn't have.
Decade ago.
A few years ago, I would have been like, I don't like these skinny jeans because all of my stuff looks weird and my legs aren't shaped the right way. Like my legs kind of turn in some a little
I've
bit.
noticed.
Which I hate. This is the part in the podcast where Ashley judges like every bit of my body. They do, and
I
it's
have
weird.
never noticed it. Never.
But I'm so fast though. Still, a lot of people whose legs like that aren't as fast as I
Let's
am.
race.
I think that like Legend up there, he won't wear. These kids are. You've got a teenager, or she's actually an adult, but they literally won't wear something if it's not exactly what they want. I found him like he wants the wide leg jeans and all this weird stuff.
And it's
I found
a boy too.
Legend.
Really?
I found the most perfect jeans that I said, dude, people hardly even have these anymore. They're a certain pair that True Religion made like 20 years ago. They're hard to get. These jeans cost twice as much as the jeans used to cost. Remember Jinkos?
No,
Yes, I do.
don't.
The
You
super
don't remember
white-
Jinkos?
I never had a
Jinkos
pair.
had all the fruit salad on the back. And then they were like really wide. They were like skater jeans. They were probably $60, Natalie, maybe 60,
I
70
never
bucks.
had
I don't.
those.
I didn't wear those. Those are. I was.
Those
True- I've
freaking
never had
jeans
True
are
Religion
$150 now for the
Uh-uh.
ugliest jeans on the planet. Legend wants these jeans. So I find him a really cool pair of True Religion jeans that used to be really cool in the wide leg. And he was like, I don't like those. And I was like, dude, people would kill for these. And he isn't even, they don't even like them. They're on his floor still from like 4 months ago.
See, what do you spend a lot of money on your kids? That's what I'm worried about.
No, I'm actually as weird
as
as
he
I am.
walks in with 4 Nike boxes in his garage. He's like, "You want a pair, Nat?" I'm like, "Yeah." Will you
Here's
adopt
the
me?
deal. Oh, do you want some shoes?
Yeah. I do.
What size are you?
I'm an 8.
In boys or girls?
Boy. I'm like, really?
8 girls. Right? 8.5. You were 8.5.
I'm an 8.
So you guys get the junk texts, right? You like where texts come in, but it's clearly not really for you.
Yes.
But maybe it's for you, kind of.
I answer all of them though.
I do too. Well,
What text are you talking about?
Well, today it's spam. It's, hello, is this John's number? Anna mentioned to me that you're a great veterinarian. I have a friend whose dog has been vomiting recently, isn't eating much, and isn't active as before. What could cause this? I hope you can give him some advice. Thank you very much. Well, I immediately think the John part's weird, but I send this over to Anna and say, are you just giving my number out to everybody?
And telling them I'm a vet.
And telling them that I'm a veterinarian. And Anna said, she just said, yeah, I said you are a great vet, that you love all dogs. I just think it's funny because it's not true. Anna knows that I can't stand in-house animals. Like, I love your all's animals if you have them. I don't want to change my life for them, though.
I agree.
So it's like, hey, let's go on a trip. Ash, let's go a last minute trip to a thing. Oh, we got to get the dog somewhere and they got to babysit and all this. I don't
Right.
want to do that.
See, I don't have any pets either.
I
Ashley
have
has
2 dogs that I inherited.
Anna
they your
picks dogs
world?
up. Anna picks them up on the side of the road because
Oh, that's a funny co-parenting
She wants to
joke
save
there.
their life. So it was good. But I usually mess with them too when they're like, hey, when you want to do this? And I'm like, send pics. I always say send pics to every one of the spams. Then you can find out what they're up to. You get those guys, right? You get
I
them.
get my
like
last
last
one
week was Pike Pass.
Okay, so you guys respond to those?
I did.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like, you got to say something.
I say, like they said, hey, are you still going to look for a car with me on Monday? Heck yes. I'm picking you up at 6.
What are you gonna wear? What should I wear? What should I wear? I can't believe you don't respond. I respond to all of them.
So are your days copy, paste, repeat, or are they also different that it's all cool?
The days?
Yeah.
That's a good question. The outline looks the same. Like if you were to picture it,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of like, we're going to get up at this time and we're all going to get ready. Yeah, it looks the same, but there's always going to be something weird about it.
Yeah.
Like somebody smells funny. You forgot to wear this. You have one sock on. Where's your
Right.
wrestling stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Today's Chick-fil-A day. Oh my gosh, I bought the lunch, so it's double. Donate it to somebody. And then Mimi is already texting at whatever time about her drama and her things and the dog and the pictures, and Alex is going to be late. And then we have a telegram. You heard of Telegram?
Have I heard a telegram?
Telegram?
What is Telegram?
Telegram is a messaging app.
Okay.
So have you heard of Group Me?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
But it's different. I don't know what's different. about
Okay.
it. The colors are different. But Telegram, I have all our teams in. And
Mhm.
so then people are like messaging in the Telegram why they're going to be late.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
everything. Like,
right.
here's my favorite one, Ashley. We open at 8. So that means we're supposed to be there by 8, right?
And are you like picky about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're going to open. So
Okay.
if nobody's there, it's weird.
So if I run in at 8:07, I'm like, hey, with my Starbucks, I'm like, sorry, the line took forever.
Well, there are
Is that fine, or-
Well, there's 2 reasons, and I don't even know if Natalie's going to be okay with this, but this has been a pretty long-standing thing. There's 2 reasons why people can be late to work.
Okay.
Do you know them?
They don't care.
Wrong.
Okay.
1.
Accidents happen.
No, that's not real.
You said kids, no. Sick, no. What else?
My problem is this, Natalie. If you text us or Mimi at 7:52 letting us know you're going to be late,
Yeah.
yeah, we know. It's 7:52. You're late already. But here's the 2 reasons.
Okay.
Reason number 1.
Okay.
Wait, do you have any more guesses? Why else would he not care if you're late?
A car accident. You're in.
No, get over it. We own insurance. Let's go. Call an Uber on the side of the road.
You're in a coma.
No,
I
you're still breathing. Do your work.
Yeah,
Is
like
this what happened last night?
sounds like a personal problem. Here are the 2 reasons
Okay.
that you can be late, and I'm gonna say nothing to you. Nothing. Don't care. Nor will Mimi.
So
You-
I would walk in at 9:40 every day and be like, "Hey, sorry,
Donuts!
I was- yeah, or
Daylight donuts. You stop to get everyone daylight donuts, and I'm gonna be okay with it. Or if you lived with somebody, and maybe
do they have to live at your house?
I guess they don't have to live with you, but let's just say they're there, and they're like roll over, like maybe a little
Kids
hug,
don't count.
No,
a little hug and roll type action, like from Friends.
That's crazy.
Then I'm good with it.
Crazy.
But if you just are late all the time because you can't get up out of bed and you want to hit me with like the stoplight, really? It was the stoplight that made you late, not the like getting up at 8 minutes before you were supposed to be here apart. That's people today. That is people
Well,
today.
I was on my way to work, say, and the person next to me
I
rolled
don't
down
like
their
people that are
window
late.
and told me my tire was flat.
Well, sounds like a problem. Yeah.
That's really happened to me. But I
I'm
made it to where
actually-
I was on work at work on time.
I'm
still.
actually pretty flexible, Mimi would tell you, but I do hate the patterns. I do hate patterns because I am flexible. So I want you to win, and I assume you want me to win. So I'm going to partner with you.
What do you think of working from home?
Really?
Really?
I
Do
think
you
it's-
have any positions where you might have working from home with a really good salary?
We've had that kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
really hard
COVID
in our
kinda-
world to work completely from home because there's just certain things you can't do. there's activity that's not real. We can't see you. I don't know. We can have
It
it,
was
but
just
it's
a question.
It's not my favorite.
I'm
Not-
tired of
Yes.
being controlled by my to-do list.
Yes.
Like,
But, like-
I'm like you, but if I did exactly that, a lot of people depend on me. So if I just completely mailed it in.
Right. I'm not saying mail it in. Like you still do.
Well, actually, that one night you were told me like, what did you say? Like, I'm gonna be on time to work.
No, I said
What did you say?
I'm just tired of working too hard. Working hard.
I'm just over trying to be the best, trying to do
Yeah.
the next big thing.
and perfect and all
Yeah,
this.
caring what people think.
So I was saying I'm tired of that, right?
Yes.
I'm just tired of working hard, all this.
Let
And
the
Brian's
wrinkles-
like,
She goes, but I'm gonna go to work.
he goes, well, what are you going to do for a job? And I said, oh, I'll still show up.
I think that stuff's all relevant, but I don't know. We're all different personalities, right?
Yes.
I can see what you guys are saying, and I do agree with it. And in the right environment, yes, you can flourish, and it would be nice for me. Okay, I'll give you my perspective. It would be really nice to have someone in your life to where they understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, but they're like a safe place, because I'm super competitive. So what you're saying you're kind of sick of, I understand why you would be, but I'm so driven that I don't understand sick of it or not sick of it.
I feel like I'm a pretty driven person, though.
Well, and you could be, but you've also had circumstances that were like mountains and you had to overcome them. And it's like, when's the last one? When's the last one? And so I just like the idea that I can still, when I'm done like competing, or that I can then pull back and I don't have to worry about my whole world crashing. Does that kind of make sense? Like,
Yeah. I think that I'm a little frustrated with what's going on with me, because I remember my dad told me, he goes, Natalie, work hard. He goes, sacrifice now, work hard now, and it will benefit later. And I don't think it's benefited at all with what I chose to do with my life. And so that's why I'm extremely frustrated.
well, perspective on that though is, my perspective is that you have done a lot.
I have done a lot, but I don't have much to show for it, I feel like.
Well, sometimes benefit is defined differently by different people. So I could introduce you to people all the time that would think that, oh my gosh, she's had an amazing run at things and it's not over. You're measuring it by kind of a worldview. You're measuring it by, where do I live, or what do I have, or what am I doing? Those things actually aren't that cool. I know people that might have different things that you think you should have, but want what you have. I care what people think. I'm bad about that. I don't care as much about what people think when we're doing stuff.
Us
Is
three?
that a real take?
One
That's
of the
what I
things
really
we
don't.
said about you is that we feel like this is a very safe place for us. Like if we were to go, let's say we were to go to Vegas. Now you're about to go there. You know what I mean? Let's say you're about to go there though, and if something happened, I know nothing would happen because we'd be with you.
That was amazing.
I think that everybody brings a different dynamic. And I agree with you. When you're with certain people, there's a certain type of connection.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, when I'm with you guys, I don't feel like there has to be anything that it's not normal. Like, obviously Ashley and I are friends. We go to the lunch.
And we know you're in youth group together, but I was an outsider.
You weren't there. I mean,
We were praying
you weren't
for
a
you,
part
Nat.
of it. I don't know why you weren't a part of it, but you weren't. And
We
so,
were at church praying for Nat.
like, I
so
looked
I'm flipping
around.
them off right now.
Well, on every Sunday and Wednesday, I looked around. I didn't see you, but me and Ashley were there.
Because I was at my Free Will Baptist church.
I honestly, though, and people have got to get used to this. We're all in the same age group now. We've set expectations that aren't real. It would have been easy for me at certain times of my life to sit there Sunday and be like embarrassed or weird, or I can't control them. But you know what I'm thinking is, dude, if Ashley is really like my friend and we're cool, this doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I can't control everyone. I can't control the environment. Honestly, in my early 30s or even mid 30s, I was such a control freak and so worried about what everyone else thought that I would have been like, oh my gosh, Ashley's going to think that I'm not a good parent or
Yeah.
this or that because the kids are doing what kids do. That's
And you would get so embarrassed.
It's exhausting.
Or
It's
ashamed. Or
exhausting.
It
it
is so.
exhausting.
That's what we're talking about. We're tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm over
live
it.
and let
Yeah.
live.
You know,
Yeah.
talking about how old we are now, though, you're about how I would have pictured you, honestly, based on personality. Over the years, I think of Natalie and I'm like, nah, that's about how I picture her. You are different. Ashley's so much more easygoing.
I have
Then I
chilled.
would have
I've
pictured-
chilled out. I used to be so uptight.
Yeah, you're different. You're cool. Like I use Sunday, like things are going crazy, the chips and the guacamole, no one's eating and everyone's
I'm
ordering
throwing my
soda.
line.
Ashley's the chillest girl
And
ever.
she's cool
Yeah.
and talking, and I'm like sitting here like trying to
Yeah.
figure out who's gonna die next and all that kind of
No,
thing.
that's why she's my best friend.
But that's what you're talking about. We're at this place in life to where we're as old as we are. Life's too hard to continue making everything even more difficult.
And
Right.
life's too short to not
It's
enjoy.
too
You
short.
finally figure that out.
Yes. Yeah.
It took
We're
me
here.
a long time, honestly, to figure
Me
that
too.
out. A long time. Too long.
I was
Yeah.
too controlled by my to-do list and doing the next thing. I finally have chilled and can just kind of enjoy it.
We have to do it. It's ticking. It is ticking. I hate to get too serious. Like my mom's had a hard couple of days. She didn't take care of herself. And I'm sitting here. I've been kind of like absorbed by that lately.
And that's another thing Ash and I were talking about is just like our parents are getting old.
Yeah.
They are. They are. It's different. I honestly, I don't like it. And
I
like,
hate it.
we've been spending time together lately. And you guys, I feel like when I'm with you, I can kind of cut loose, right?
Yeah.
Well, as I'm doing that, I think like I don't know how many like frames of life that I don't want to just have that all the time. It's too serious. It's too much on the line. Everybody's worried about everything and judging everything. That's part I'm over. Like when you talked about the performance earlier,
Yeah.
I can get up and go toe to toe for a while. I'm still good. But when it comes to just life in general, chilling out, making traditions, making memories, having a good time, and just having friends around and people you care about, that's
and they
where I
care
see
about
myself.
you and that you can
care
have a
about
good
you.
laugh.
No matter what.
Right.
Like, hey, I know you're having a bad day today. I'm going to let you go do whatever that is for a little bit, but I still think of you the same.
And every day really is a gift, because people
That's
are
true.
that I know younger than me or our age. Like I've lost a couple cousins in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? My first 45 years, I didn't have near enough fun. So the
No, I hear
second
that.
45, I really need to make up for that and enjoy it.
I think that you're 100% right. I can't even, like hearing you talk about it makes me think, for the last, to-do list is kind of a thing, but I started working like even at the level I work now, probably at age 22.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 45 now. So baseball didn't work, drunk driver, get sick of school part, come home and start working. But I didn't even know.
driver. What?
Yeah, I get hit by a drunk driver.
Oh.
Crushed both my shoulders.
Dang.
And baseballs didn't come out of my arm as fast as they used to. And so it was all done. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I started working in the cell phone business. My dad was gone. Mom worked 47 jobs back then. I had a great mom, but she was just working. Like she was trying to figure it out. I always think back on my mom's divorce situation and think, wow, she was a lot stronger than like I
Same.
knew. Like
Right.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
Same.
at divorce now, no insults to anyone alive, male or female, but it's different. And I don't even know if that's good or bad, but my mom was a trooper. There wasn't like this counseling every week and figuring out her feelings. It was like,
Oh, back in the 90s.
pound,
Yeah.
go, just go.
Right.
I got kids to take care of. She's a teacher. She leaves teaching, goes to Promenade Mall. And there's probably some bad in there. There's probably a lot that really added up.
Stories you don't know.
But it added up inside of her. But you know what I never noticed? Her not being able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never saw a mom that was too sick for work. In fact, I told her the other day, I don't remember my mom ever not going to work because she didn't feel good. Ever. On all the times. Then when Anna and I got engaged, I thought, I'm going to live with my mom and save money. Mom's still cool, still there, doing what she needs to do. It's so different now. And so I've worked this long going pretty hard. I joke about relaxed because I do have some freedoms now that I didn't have before. But a lot of people, and this is where you and I might connect a little bit, Natalie, honestly, is from an entrepreneurial side, is although that I have certain freedoms, I don't take them. I don't want to. I'm so driven that even when given freedom, that's not what I want.
No.
I want to compete.
Yeah.
I want to compete. And I think that that's tricky for people that don't have
Let
that.
freedom ring over
That
here.
freedom ring. This is from Alex Hormozy. You guys ever heard of them? They're on Instagram. I would follow them. They're cool. Him and his wife. Here's what he said. More people will lose their jobs to laziness than AI this year. The same people begging for opportunities can't even manage to show up on time. Your biggest threat isn't competition, it's mediocrity. And why I thought that was cool is it kind of explains me a lot. I think that more people, like for instance, I know people that are always complaining they don't have enough money. I can't pay my bills. I can't do this. But they're not productive people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. Everybody wants more. What it takes to get that is changing progressively all the time. And I know people like specifically super out of shape, smoke cigarettes all the time, eat multiple conies for lunch, all of this stuff. And it's like, but then you hear about, but I can't pay my bills. Well, you smoke $300 worth of cigarettes a month. Can you stop that? No.
Your lungs would appreciate it.
Well, I just think of that concept, and what Alex is trying to say here is everyone's worried about AI, right?
I'm not.
Well, a lot of people are in the business world.
Okay.
And I agree with him. He's super into tech stuff. And he was like, people aren't losing their jobs to AI.
Right.
They're going to lose their jobs to mediocrity. AI is not going to replace human behavior. It's going to replace task-oriented people.
Right. And you can't replace human contact.
It will not replace the driven. The driven program the AI. It's all the other people that are just there to do the results of that thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to teach the people within our teams that, hey, and Mimi's been really good at understanding this. If you bring value to me, I'll do anything to have you. If you're there to fill today's comfort zone, that may not be what I need tomorrow. Today, I might need people to answer the phone because we don't have enough people. But tomorrow, we may not need that anymore. And I will have no issue whatsoever letting you go. And that's the world we live in. That's the mediocrity that Alex is talking about. And I agree with it 100%. I'm going to speak on it next week to a jillion people. And I'm going to steal Alex's stuff. I already told him. I want to talk about mediocrity.
Recycled.
Everything's recycled.
Are you joking? That's the business I've lived in since.
Why reinvent the wheel, right?
Right. Why?
When I was on radio, it was so weird. Like, I want to be on radio. Can I be on radio?
You don't want to be on radio.
Remember at the fights the other night? I want to talk to that guy. Remember I told you I was going to get that job.
Radio is not what you think it is. Like, it's not. Like, everyone's like, oh, I can be on the radio. Okay. You want me to play a song and then you talk between songs? Or are you saying, I think you actually would be an excellent
It sounds
speaker.
like a lot of pressure. It really is. I agree with what you're saying right now. It's really hard just to talk.
But something enough to be interesting.
Yes, content is king. Talking in between songs. Ashley and I have
You
done
have
this
to do
before.
this beat thing and
No, you don't really have to do it. Should I give Brian a song?
yeah, let
Okay.
him try it.
All right. I'll give him the same song that I gave you.
Okay.
And he's got 30 seconds to introduce it because it's a
What
30-second
is-
intro.
About the song.
Or
Nothing's
just
about
about
the
the
song.
weather or hey, I
It's
got a
whatever
little
you
dad
want to
joke
talk
for
about.
you.
It's whatever you want to talk about, okay?
I'm supposed to be talking right now?
Yeah, totally.
You got 30 seconds.
Hey, all right, we're back right now. We're back. It's Brian. You know who it is. What's everybody got going on today? It's a cool day here in Tulsa. No ice, only wind. Probably a little tornadoes later, but you guys know.
Let's hear you do it. Yeah.
1061 The Twister. My name is Natalie Cash. I hope you've had a fantastic, what day is it? Monday. Blake Shelton on your radio. Married to Gwen Stefani, who is beautiful. Banas.
It's hard.
You have to talk on the beat of the song.
Right.
And it's totally hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not hard, but now I can totally do it.
but I think that I know way more people that would freeze before they would say anything. And in my world, that's kind of weird because if you're in sales, we don't do what you're doing, but it's not so different. Phone's ringing, pick up. Hello? I was telling Aiden because he's started on our sales team, and I'm like, the number one thing people do is they just shut down because of fear. I'd say be motivated by the fear, What's the worst thing that they're going to say is not interested? Hang up. Who cares? Next. Who cares next?
Mm-hmm.
It's always who cares next.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still doing your workouts with the people?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Can you not?
Can you not tell?
Did you not? Sounds like that gun Thank you for hanging out with me. I Ashley, on the way here, I think it was when we sat here, she goes, "You don't tell me thank you enough." Thank you, Ashley.
I did not say
Yes,
that.
you did. What did you say then?
We
Do you
were
not
talking about
appreciate
some things. I mean,
But I am
just
so thankful for you. I really want you to know that.
Oh, I know you are.
Okay.
Yeah. She was appreciating it, right?
No, you were saying you were complaining.
Oh, I was saying you weren't appreciating it. But I do think you do.
I'm so appreciative. I'm so appreciative of Brian too.
Yeah, for sure.
You need to know that. I love you.
I think you guys are great. I love you guys.
Yeah. We got to do this again.
See y'all next time.
Yes. Thank you.